Hello, resin creators. It's so great to have you here with me this afternoon. I realize this might be the first time you and I have ever met face to face. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Catherine Swift. I'm going to take off my glasses. My name is Catherine Swift, and I am the creative director at Resin Obsession. And I'm really excited to be here with you today because I'm talking about my upcoming online resin jewelry making class. So I'm really excited to have things like this close to being ready, and I want to share a few details with you. I've been getting lots of questions about some of the specifics of the class, and I'm so happy to share them today. For those of you who are new to Resin Obsession, or maybe you only know us a little bit here and there from our YouTube videos, I want to share with you that we equip resin creators with supplies and advice to allow you to make your best resin art, crafts, and jewelry every time. So I'm really excited to be able to bring this class to you as a part of our mission of making sure that you are not alone in your resin endeavors. You've always got us for support and advice, and I'm really excited with how this class is turning out. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the most common questions. So let me get over to that. I've got notes everywhere. I'm finishing up a little bit on some of the class details, putting some finishing touches on stuff. I'm really excited with how things are looking up. So let me start here at the beginning, and let's talk. Oh, wrong one. Okay, where are my notes? Hold on, bear with me. There we go. Okay. All right, so will the class be live? No, the class will not be live. When I've taught it before, I have done it live, but this time the class is different in that it is on demand. So you can take it at your schedule. So wherever you are in the world, whatever obligations you have to work around, work, school, family, that kind of thing, you can take the class on your schedule, and you can sit down and take as much of it as you want. Like if you want to sit down on a Saturday afternoon and take the entire class, you can do that. If you just want to take a little bit here and there, you can do that as well. I've also designed the class that if you want to jump around, you can do that. Although I will tell you that I spend the first two modules really focusing on techniques and some of the basics you need to know. So if you move into the tutorials, some of the stuff I say may not make total sense if you didn't watch the other two. But if you want to buy the class just to get the tutorials, you're welcome to do so. What is the class format? So the class is a series of videos where either I'm talking about some of the technical stuff and you're following along with my slides, or when I get into the tutorials, I'm actually like showing you what I'm working on. So for those of you who've been used to the Resin Obsession channel and some of the videos we do, then this should be pretty much what you're expecting to see. But I'm going to have the videos are going to be bird's eye view, and then there's also going to be some side shots. So we're going to make sure that you get a really good view of what is going on in the class. I've also got PDF handouts with each of the lessons, including transcripts. So for those of you who like having all your papers and want to organize them in a notebook, you can print everything out and have it there handy and add little extra notes. And with the extra tutorials, with the tutorials that you're going to get, there's going to be 8 tutorials in the class. I've also got step-by-step instructions with that as well. So you can print that out, make your notes, and follow along. There's also going to be a dedicated Facebook group for this class. So if you join, you're going to get access to join the private Facebook group if you want, and get a chance to meet and connect with your fellow students. So hopefully you're going to get to make some new friends and be involved in a community that's going to help challenge you and help you and make you a better resin jewelry artist. Okay. Next question. Do I have to use Resin Obsession products? No, you do not have to use Resin Obsession products. So when I teach get into teaching the projects, lots of the stuff that I'm using are available in the Resin Obsession store, and I link to them into the supply list or the product list that you can use for class. However, if you're somewhere where maybe you can't get products from us, or you have a different supplier you like to get products from, I speak in general enough terms that you can go to that supplier and should be able to find something similar to be able to get products to make the tutorials that I show in class. Okay. So a couple new questions that came in since I started answering questions last week. And that is, how long do I have access to the class? So you have lifetime access. As long as this class is up and running, you have access for as long as you want. And that includes any updates as well. So if I add some stuff, or, spend a little more time going into depth in something in class, you're going to get those updates as well. You are eligible to get those. Can I recreate the designs in class and can I sell them? Yes. With these designs that I'm showing you how to make, you have my full permission to not only recreate them, but recreate them and sell them. So if it's something that you feel very strongly, I like this and I want to try and sell it or give it away or do something, you are more than welcome to do that. I have no restrictions on the designs that I share in class. Okay. So what are you covering in the class, right? That's really important. Let's talk about this. So let me get over to this section here. I've got all my notes. I've got notes everywhere, right? Let's see, let me get to that slide, or get to that information. So let's see. See if this does it. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. All right, so there are 5 modules in the class. Module number 1 is going to help you get started. All right, so it's going to teach you how to set up your crafting area. I'm going to go over the supplies that are essential for getting started and those that are optional but kind of helpful if it fits in your budget. Plus, I'm going to teach you what's the one big question you need the answer to in order to successfully make resin jewelry. Once you get the answer to that question, everything else is downhill. All right. In module 2, we're going to start talking about the techniques. So I'm going to go into some of the resin lingo. I'm going to talk about measuring and mixing resin, and I've got a live demo or a recorded demo. Of course, I made it live. I've got an actual demo showing how to measure and mix resin successfully. And then at the end of that module, I'm going to spend a little time on everyone's favorite thing to hate in resin, bubbles. All right. So if you're struggling with bubbles, that chapter is all for you. So module 3, that's where we get into the actual projects, and you're going to do 4 bezel projects, 2 open-backed, 2 closed-back bezel projects. Module 4 is where we start talking about using molds to make resin jewelry, and you're going to make 2 silicone resin projects, 2 plastic mold resin projects, and both with the molding projects and the bezel projects, I spend a little time talking basics before we ever start making them, so that way you guys have some good concepts to help you build on creating your own resin jewelry ideas. All right. And then the last section, I spend a little time on troubleshooting. Yeah, it's something I wish you guys didn't have to deal with, but unfortunately, there's going to be some times when you're going to need a little help. And included with that is my best ever resin troubleshooting guide. Okay, so all of this, right, you can take it at your own pace. It's about a 4-hour class. So if you want to take it in an afternoon, you can do that. If you decide you just need to take a little here and there, then take it that way too. We will be here. Support will be here. We're going to make sure that you get through class. Okay. All right. So I've got a question here. Why should I take your class? What makes it better than anyone else's? Okay. So I spend a lot of time talking about the resin fundamentals and really giving you a good understanding of resin, right? There's so many tutorials out there where they talk about this and that and the other, but they don't necessarily cover why or the hows. And that's where I see people struggling a lot. And I'm going to spend some time on that in this class. Okay. I'm not sure if this class is for me. Will I be a good fit? Okay, great question. So here's who this class is designed for. If you want to get started with resin and you're just not sure where to start, you're confused, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to buy, this class is for you. Number 2, this class is for those of you who've tried making resin jewelry and you are unhappy with the results. Okay, you're frustrated, you're disappointed, you've spent all this money on supplies and you're just not getting what you want. This class is for you. Okay, this class, third person, is for the person who really wants a thorough understanding of resin. Okay, so this is for the person who wants to understand resin, how it works, and you're going to get some basic knowledge that even if you want to go into making resin crafts or resin art, you've got some really good fundamentals here that you can pick up and start trying with those mediums as well. All right, who is this class not for? If you want to make jewelry with UV resin, we are not covering it in this class. I'm only using 2-part resins. If you are already making amazing resin jewelry and you're selling it at all kinds of venues and you're having all kinds of success, this class is not for you. You're already way beyond what I'm teaching in this class. And third thing is, if you're just somebody who wants to make a couple of resin jewelry projects and then move on to something else, okay, this class is not for you. We can help you with that. We've definitely got some kits that we can set you up with that you can make a couple of things and then move on to whatever interests you next, okay? But this class is probably a lot more than you would ever want to know about resin, and it's probably a little more, than what you have an interest in. Okay, what kind of technology am I going to need to take the class? Okay, however you're watching this now, that's all you need, okay? So you can do it from a smartphone. Obviously, your screen's a little small, but you can do it from a smartphone, a tablet, a desktop computer. Obviously, you're going to need access to a printer if you want to print out the handouts included with the class, but that's it. No special software, no, nothing, okay? So whatever device you're using to watch this will work perfectly great for class, okay? So this next question is a little harsh, but I kind of like it. Gets to the point, person after my own heart. Why should I pay for this when I can get it all online for free? Okay, I get it. Let me share with you the emails I get. I get about one of these a day, and it goes along the lines of something like, I just spent 4 hours watching videos on YouTube on how to make resin jewelry, and I feel like I'm no closer to getting started. I'm confused. There's conflicting information. I don't have a plan, and I don't know what to do. Please help. All right. This class, I have been making resin jewelry for 13 years. I had a successful career both selling at retail and selling at wholesale. And I'm taking my 13 years of knowledge and I've condensed it into this class. And I'm giving you a clear action plan on what it takes to make resin jewelry successfully. Okay. And it's a very clear roadmap. So think of yourself, if you're driving in a car, I'm your Google Maps. I'm guiding you, okay? Like, do you not love pulling up your phone and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I don't need to think about what I'm doing because Google Maps already has it planned for me. This is the same thing. I have planned the roadmap for you. All you need to do, watch the classes, take a quiz. Yes. Yeah, there's a quiz. They're not graded though, or they're not, it's not like you get kicked out of class, but I try and do some fun stuff along the way to make sure you understand the concepts and have a good time while you're taking the class. And I feel like if you're excited about learning and you're enjoying the learning process, this is not going to be as hard as you might think. So I've put a lot of effort into this, and I think that it's incredibly helpful in directing you on how to make great resin jewelry. Okay, so let's get to the point, right? Everybody's like, okay, this is all well and good, but what's this class going to cost me? All right, so if you want to come to Gainesville, Florida, where I am, and take a live in-person class with me, those classes start at $225, plus you got to pay your travel expenses to get here, which people do, okay? I'm totally honored that people find it worthy to travel to Gainesville to take a class with me. So you can easily spend $300, $400, $500 to travel to take a class with me that doesn't even go into this much detail, okay? So I'm offering the 5 modules, all the handouts, the support within the Facebook group, and you're gonna get this entire class with lifetime access for $197, okay? Now, you also should know to stay tuned because when this class launches here very, very soon, the first few buyers or the first few students are going to get bonuses to the class, okay? And I'll share one of those bonuses with you because this one's got me super excited. So, you resin jewelry makers, when you get ready to sell your jewelry, you're great at pricing your jewelry. You're just not great at pricing it for profit. So as one of the bonuses for one of the, for the first few students, you're going to get a copy of the spreadsheet that I use to price resin jewelry for a profit, okay? You know, you guys are so creative and you need to get paid appropriately for your work. So that's one of the bonuses. There's a couple other bonuses too that I'm really excited about, but I'm gonna keep it like locked up just for right now. So if you are interested in getting on the VIP list for this class, when it launches here very, very soon, you have one or two things you can do. Number one, you can message me. Okay, you can message me here on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram at Resin Obsession. You can find us on Facebook at Your Resin Obsession. So send me a message with your email address and I'll make sure you get on that VIP list. Or once this broadcast is done and the video processes, if you go to the video description, I will include a link there that'll take you to a SurveyMonkey page where you can input your email address. So I hope to see you guys in class. I'm really excited about this. I taught this class in the spring, and some of the stuff that people have told me, the transformation with everyone has just been amazing. And I'll take a minute to tell you about Julie. Julie was one of my students when I taught this live back in the spring, and Julie had played around with making resin jewelry and she had just done a little bit of stuff, but she really wasn't happy with the results. And Julie took the class, and Julie is now totally rocking the craft scene in her area of New Jersey. She's doing the shows every weekend. She's got this great following. Her jewelry looks amazing. And I'm so proud of her and everything she's done. And I'd love to be able to do the same for you too. So if you're struggling with making resin jewelry, if you're a beginner and you just don't know where to get started, please, 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 you are the people I have crafted this class for. And I so would love to see you in there. Okay. All right. So message me if you want VIP access. It's going to launch here pretty soon. Or click the link that's included with this video description once it gets processed and goes live for the world. Okay. All right. Hope to see everyone in class soon. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.